Your question.
Here's my question. My question is, in the framework of Toy Story, who is more creative, Sid or Andy?
That is true. That is very interesting
Because I know he's the villain.
yes.
Sid is technically the villain.
Yes, yes.
But like, I don't know. He's doing some inventive stuff. Like they're the Monsters Inc. They're just from the other side, but also the Pixar movie have a theory that they have a timeline.
Yeah, there are theories that
Oh.
there are timelines that go because in a lot of the Pixar movies you see the Pixar ball, or you see the
Oh.
lamp, or you see other characters like uh who was in Monsters Inc? Was it, I think it was Jessie? Jessie was one of her
Oh, while
dolls.
they were developing Toy Story 2.
No, for yeah.
Right, because it
Yeah.
wouldn't have been out
Yeah,
yet.
and
Yeah.
they pushed it
Oh.
over, and then there, yeah, Sid Phillips.
Yeah,
Yep.
Sid Phillips. Yeah. Who's more creative?
So, Cookie, I do agree with Sid's creativeness because of like he's taking, yes, he's destroying toys or whatever, but he is
I mean, is
actually
he or is he improving them? That's
into
kind
his
of what I was getting to.
into his eyes, they're improvements because of the erector set with the baby doll head and
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of these other toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in his eyes, when they were perfect and straight out of the box and stuff like that, that was imperfect for him.
Yeah.
But he made it into his way where he could play with them. Now, granted, some of his playtime equaled blowing them up or something like that.
Okay, but he was also being like, "Oh, I need to talk to Mission Command or whatever because they were gonna send the rocket up or whatever." So he's
Yeah.
having this whole internal dialogue thing. And okay, so like full disclosure, I'm somebody who mods toys,
Mhm.
right? So I've repainted Monster High dolls and I've like
Very much so,
played with
Cookie. It is like a
miniatures
doctor.
and
And I haven't seen the fifth
yes,
film yet.
yes.
Yeah, it's like a doctor.
I think he's like a doctor too,
Yeah.
and he has the bin for tool set, which I
Yes,
think is
he
like a
does.
fun. I
Yeah.
think this is a fun like call
Fun,
out.
yeah.
But yeah, I was sitting there thinking, oh, I don't know that he's playing like he's older, so he has more agency over his toys. Maybe now I'm like very like I like to keep stuff nice
Mhm.
and like preserved, and so it kind of horrifies me that way. But I'm also kind of appreciating that he's like making them art, and then of course his toys in Toy Story end up like helping out too because they like learn how to patch things together so they
Yeah.
fix Buzz. And
They
I was
fix
like, oh, so
Buzz.
maybe it's not all bad because it's
And-
not like his toys are malicious. So they're
Yeah.
kind of like along for the ride too. They're like, this is the deal.
This is our life.
So whose toys are having more, more?
Well,
more
I don't know necessarily more fun, but more of a coerced unit
Mm.
where it's like, okay, we can help you out with different things and all this stuff, but then with Andy's toys, it's very much everybody has their own opinions,
Mhm.
and I mean, yes, they can be somewhat tight knit, but overall, to do anything, they have to be like convinced to do it.
Man, the way they turned on Woody.
Oh yeah, they turned out.
They turned on Woody.
Yes, he did get out. Sid Phillips did actually get
Oh.
out of school camp in the first movie. Yeah, that's why he was there. Because when they first introduce him, he's playing like war or something like that, and he has a combat Carl strapped up to a M80, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I have not seen Amazing Digital Circus just
I
yet.
know of it.
I know of it.
I've seen very brief clips.
Yes.
Very popular right now.
Yeah.
Very popular right now, but no. Why is it similar?
But
Should I?
So with Andy versus it's two different aspects because Andy is more of let's flesh out a huge story
Mm-hmm.
with everything intact.
Yeah, he's a storyteller.
Very much a storyteller, very much wants to bring everything to, a night, like pretty much make a movie
But
inside of it.
do you think that Andy is playing the same movie every time he sits down to play with Woody? So is it always the, oh, now he has to come in as the gunslinger and like save the town? Like, is it basically he sits down, it's the same plot every time, as opposed to Sid, who's like, what can we blow up today? And why are we doing it? And it's like a new
Yeah.
plot every day.
Cersei Eagle says it feels like Andy is playing the same story over and over again. Sid is an artiste. Yep.
The emphasis on the East.
So with Digital Circus, Cookie says that the character, it's likes to torture. One of the characters is kind of like a toy.
Oh, so
So
they pulled from it? Okay.
yeah,
So yeah, that is similar.
yeah, very much so.
Huh.
But yeah, that is a very interesting point. I wouldn't say from from two different aspects.
Mm-hmm.
You have where you have pros on one, you have cons on the other type of thing, or each of them have their pros and cons.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say overall, like I would have to give the point to Sid on this one, just because he's making his own characters too.
Well, and Andy's kind of a corporate shill.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying Buzz Lightyear isn't great. I love Buzz Lightyear. But
Mhm.
Buzz Lightyear as a character is great, but as a toy. And then he just takes over the whole room, which is what happens.
Oh yeah.
But he's being fed the, Buzz Lightyear is the new popular thing. So then he's got the bed sheets and like everything. I
Mhm.
mean, Sid is like so punk rock.
Oh
Like
yeah.
they're making him out like he's a villain, but I'm like, no.
Well, he
He's
does.
just, he's a
Yeah.
he's a he's what's the word? Like an anarchist.
Yeah.
Like in the world of his toys, like he's like anything goes,
Yeah.
anything could happen. And I think it's a little unfair to villainize him just because he's I mean, obviously in the end of the movie, Woody like threatens him back and that's cool
Yeah.
because he's like, oh my God, I can't believe. Because I think that's really showing that Sid is like, oh my God, you're real. Like,
Yeah.
and
It's
I
an
think maybe
extreme
it's like,
toy.
yeah,
It's
so he
extreme.
wouldn't do that with people. So
Yeah.
he's just like playing out these scenarios, these
Yeah.
like theoretical scenarios, kind of like a mad scientist.
Yeah.
And it's interesting from the perspective of not the toys, but just watching different children at play. And
Yeah.
how do they interact with their toys? And I think that's such an interesting. The movie is so well woven in so many different ways, script wise and other things, and the way they do callbacks and the way they, go to the Pizza Planet, and the world is so well rounded. But I
Mhm.
think they always focus on the toys and the dynamic of the toys and their relationships. But I
Yeah.
actually think the part where there's two different dynamics of kids at play is a little bit lost, and I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, you always have to have a villain, which it's so funny because at Disney they started introducing